I have got the rollers in to try and curl this micro fringe a wee bit, and I really want to do like, I have a vision in my head. Also got hair dye on my nails. They are not stinking. Well, they are, but with hair dye. Yeah, I want to really do like a sort of like smoky eye with like a hint of lilac. So I just added a bit of a color corrector. Might have added too much. So I'll just go in, take some of the excess off with my finger. Yeah, I haven't. If you haven't seen me before, my name is Helen and I am a trainee hair and makeup artist for trying to get into film and TV. I've done a few wee things, and yeah, I'm trying to get into film and TV, and this YouTube is just for fun, where we experiment, practice techniques and craft, and teach ourselves new things. Well, for some reason I feel like I struggle to lock in with YouTube. Even though I love YouTube and literally watch YouTube like all the time. It's literally all I watch. So this is my personal concealer, which is White Skin on my eye. Yeah, and I'm just gonna go in and conceal these lids a little, to tapping it in to blend that out. I'm just taking it a wee bit down where color corrected, but I will go in with proper concealer after. I just like to do my eyes first, and then I have a vintage vanity and I really need to find, like, I've got a few wee cart things and dark tray things and whatever, but I really need like it properly organized because it is a mess right now. So just taking a bit of translucent setting powder, tapping it off, just setting those lids. I'm going to take like a really big fluffy brush and I'm going to go in with this like lilac shade, and I'm just going to take that right. Also, I shaved my eyebrows super thin and this is the thinnest they've been and I'm obsessed. Right sort of here, and just take that across the eye, sort of eye, brow bone, orbital bone area. Sometimes I realise that when I'm doing these I don't speak loud enough, I get really quiet, and then when I'm editing I get really annoyed at myself because it is really quiet. And I did buy a mic, like one of those wee like clip-on mics, but you plug it into your phone in your charging port, and I need to use my charging port obviously to charge my phone so I can film. So I really need to get like a better phone because the battery is wild on it, which is why I always have to have it plugged in. So yeah, so I will try and speak louder, but sometimes I forget. So I don't want it too like, I don't want the sort of lilac or anything too pigmented. Like really really bright. Do you know what I mean? I want it pigmented and I want it there, but I don't want it to be a bright color. Like when I say like I want like a lilac-y purple eyeshadow or smoky eye, I kind of want it like black, etc., with a little bit of a lilac coming out. And I just like to take it out far because you can always clean it up after. Like I don't like to be restricted by already having the base down, but obviously each to their own. I think I'm gonna take like this. Maybe I should start with this grey instead, but I don't want to be too grey. So I'm just gonna take that here maybe. Just sort of pressing it and then blending it a little. And then I want to go back in with that lilac, just sort of blend that edge. I want it to be really smoked out. Really, really blended. And then I'm going to take a pencil brush, but it's like a slightly thicker pencil brush. And just that a black shadow, and I'm just going sort of right here. Closer towards the lash line. And then, doesn't look like there's enough of this grey here for some reason. I'm going to take a small fluffy blending brush and just blend that out a little. And just back in again with that bit of black. Take a tiny bit of the black and use that blending brush. A slightly smaller blending brush than the other one. Still pretty big brush, but and take that lilac shade, go right in there. And then I'm going to take a white shadow on like a flat brush, flat fluffier brush. I'm just going to put that right on this lid space here. In fact, bring it all the way to the inner corner as well. And I'm just going to add, because I want to do a bit of glitter, but I kind of want it to be really popping off, so maybe like a bit of white will help it pop off a bit more. I really do need to shave my eyebrows, that's the only thing, or wax them. I have to shave them like every couple of days. And I meant to do it before I started filming, but I forgot. So I'm gonna have to go over the side here because I can't hold the mirror and do eyeliner. Oh, actually, maybe I'll just. Oh yeah, no. And putting just a black lower, and I'm gonna try and tightline a little of the upper. Because I just feel like it needs smoked out a little more. Also, is anyone trying not to pull their eye down and it just doesn't give you the coverage as if you would pull your eye down? Take whatever is left of this little pencil brush first, if there's much of it. Not really. I'm going to take the grey first and then I'm going to go in with that lilac and sort of blend it out a little. But I also think I want to take the glitter like right under. Let's see. First. Don't want to go too glitter crazy. I'm going to take this, and it's going to be quite a dark purple because I don't really have anything. Well, it's not too dark on this inner corner, I think. I do think I need a bit more of a more secure, more denser flat brush for doing right here. Sort of blend the edge of that glitter and the lilac a bit together. It feels a tiny bit boring with just it here and here. So I don't know. Maybe. Now I feel like that was way more purple than I had been going for, so I might have to add in a tiny touch of purple somewhere just to match it in a little better. So I'm just going to take a purple here and blend there with it. Just take a wee dab on a fluffy brush and gently sort of sweep it in between, because it is darker, so we don't want to be too dark. And I even take a little bit of that light to blend it out as well. I'm not sure if I love it or hate it, but let's do the other eye and see. I really don't think I like it. But I'm not sure what to do to fix it, if I even can fix it, to make me like it. I don't know. I'm going to take a different sort of grey colour and just pop it sort of right in here. It's not really what I had sort of visioned in my head. I'm trying to wipe this glitter off my hands because somehow it's gotten everywhere. I have been sort of gotten back into a few different hobbies. I'm sort of reading again, so I started with My Husband's Wife, which, spoiler if you haven't read it, the ending infuriated me so much. I really enjoyed the, like, because I don't really normally read like thrillers or like mystery type things, but I'm trying to branch out a little more, and I got that and I was really enjoying it. And although some parts were just like, I'm not really good at like reviews like you see on Goodreads, it was, the ending really pissed me off. Like, do you know when you see people say they want to like throw a book before they get so angry they can throw a book? I genuinely felt like that reading when that ending came up in that book. I was so pissed off. I had A Court of Rose and Thorns, and I did give it a second, but I'm not 100% sure I feel about that book. I feel it's very overhyped, and a lot of like so big, and you could have cut out loads. My skin just feels a little bit dry. You could have cut out loads of stuff in the book, like it didn't need to be that long. But I've got the second one, and if I don't enjoy the second one, I'm not reading it. I read Hagstone, which sort of enjoyed, but I felt like a lot of the, where's my foundation? Oh yeah, there's like undeveloped plots in it, and I felt like there was loads of like undeveloped plots in it, and then like quickly rushed, and then there was also like, I just don't care. It wasn't a love story, so I didn't really care about the opinions of the men in the book. Like, they weren't needed, because they were just her sort of hookup love interest thingies. Not love interest, hookup interest. But anyway, it wasn't bad. I just, yeah, it could have been longer and more developed. And then what else have I read? What else have I got to read? Oh, I'm reading Anna Burns' Milkman, and I'm really struggling reading that one. Like, really struggling to stay engaged in it. But yes, I'm back on my reading. Sorry, I thought that phone was gonna fall again. Back on my reading again, and so if you find any book recs, I do love a wee romance, spicy romance, I'm just getting into fantasy, like the Court of Thorns and things like that, so any sort of book racks I shall take. Ooh, I've also been DIYing clothes. I have actually got a skirt I want to finish that I started a few months ago, but it's okay because it's more for like, it's a pleather skirt, full leather skirt, so it wouldn't be for this time of year anyway, but I'm like safety pinning it. And then I just finished, I had all these like, what do you call them, like fake silver dangly earrings that just weren't really my cup of tea as an earring, but I kept them because I was like, I'm sure I'll find something for them. And well, I did. I saw, do you remember that blazer? And I cannot remember what the blazer's called, or was like the name of it, the brand name, but it was like, it like took the internet by like a chokehold last year, was it? And it was like beaded, but like just like little chunks of beads like falling down or sewn in. But I don't have lots of beads or buttons, but I had those, and then I had this like velvet blazer, so I just pinned them all in. There were earrings, I don't know if I said that. Just pinned them all in, and what do you call it? Made myself a really cool blazer. So I'm trying to maybe go through and like craft and DIY clothes a little. Oh, I also started colouring again. I ordered pens off of TikTok shop, and they like acrylic marker pens or whatever, just to try to see before I buy expensive, to see if I actually use it rather than get back into it and then not use them again. And it goes, sits there like unused. So I got back into colouring. So yeah, I'm really trying to take up hobbies again and try and get off my freaking phone and stop doom scrolling, because I love doom scroll, but it's not good for the mental health and the mind and all that jazz. I'm gonna do a bit of blush. I think I want to try plainish, like I don't want it to take away from the eye. Go for a real sort of subtly blush, and then I'm gonna do concealer. I don't really know what to do with my brows because I had black hair not too long ago, so I was filling them in black, and they're really light, but they're obviously not a bleached brow. And I kind of wish they were bleached. I'm gonna take a super light concealer and then like a flat, really short brush. Just lighten them that way. I actually would love to bleach them, but I'm really scared to use proper bleach on my hair now, or from like hair bleach. I always use the facial bleach, but it's never, it doesn't get my brows light enough. Yeah, I don't know, I'm a little bit terrified because I have really sensitive skin, so I don't want to put like proper bleach on my face, but I want them bleached. So I'm just gonna go in just a bit further down because we obviously have stuff on the eyes, and just a little bit over this spot. Oh, that's what means I need some more. It's honestly, see the Cash Beauty concealer and foundation, oh, it is literally the most perfect thing I've ever tried in my life. Ever. I freaking adore it. So around the nose, I just take a brush and I start just patting that in. There's a hair on my face and I can feel it, but I can't see it. When we get to the eye, you've already got some sort of primed into your brush by already going, you know, around the face in other areas. And then what I like to do is when I'm getting up real close, that's when I slightly wipe, if that makes sense, but for the most part, this is what I'm doing. Gently wipe. Just tap that spot in. And then what I like to do when I've got all that done is go back in with the blush brush, nothing else on it, no extra added on it, just what was on it. Because half the time that's more than enough. And then just take my now primed concealer brush. You can even go in really close to those edges, sort of blend everything together, make it look a little bit more smooth and seamless. I'm also thinking good old concealer lip. So I need to find a sharpener. Scratch that. Can't find a sharpener. Going in with a bit of MAC Stone first. I haven't borrowed my kit one because I can't be doing this. So much better. I'm going to go in with MAC Flesh Pot. Right in the, take a bit of my, this is a liquid concealer from Primark in like number 1. Take a bit of that on my finger. Some people use the Multi-Sculpt in Stone. I probably should have done that first as a lip liner, but there's no harm in adding it now. We can see what happens. Just taking it on a very small flat thin brush. And I need to actually fix up a little bit of concealer here. Use this one actually. If there's anything left in this brush. No. But I'm going to take a little bit of Cash Beauty concealer in the back of my hand here. So before I powder, I'm just going to check if there's any wrinkles I need to tap out. And then this time I am putting in the brush, tapping it off, but also then going in the back of my hand because you can still see how much is coming off. And I like to do under my eyes, my chin, my upper lip, and a wee bit on the forehead. And then go in with the Nabla Cosmetics highlighter in Ozone. Not by Fix Plus. Let that all sort of melt together. I think I'm just going to go for standard black because I don't really have a purple. The only sort of purple I have is really burgundy. And then a setting powder, not setting, more setting spray. A dewy one just to bring back some glow. I'm really tempted to add a clear gloss to this lip. Before we do that, Actually, no, it's still drying a wee bit, so let's take the hair down. Honey. Damn, you're curled in the wrong bit. Okay, I'm gonna add a clear gloss. So, let's take my clear glosses, especially on the back of my hand, and use a disposable brush, or if you have a lip brush, and do that because otherwise it'll not stay clear. And I like to have mine literally just in the center because it will like move. A little bit of finishing powder on a pop, just right under the eyes, mainly. I didn't run that chin area. Stunning. That's it. I think I've actually come around to it now. Yeah, I think I actually like it now that I've done the rest of my base. That's the finished look. Let me know what you think. Do you like it? And if you have any other sort of book recs, give me the book recs in the comments, please. And thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to try really, really hard. I know I always say this, but I'm going to try really hard to log into YouTube this year. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on my next video. Bye!